What kind of response have you had from the hacker community?
They've all touched on how accurate we're portraying everything. So that's, coming from hackers, I think that's a really nice accolade to get. And some of them, some big hackers who will remain unnamed, they've anonymous, perhaps. They'll remain anonymous. Thank you. That was nice.
I'm interested, though, in the show itself and some of the themes it explores. It's not always clear whether you're acting for good or for evil. There's drug use involved. There's a whole kind of narrative to the camera that makes it unclear as to whether all this is going to be some sort of fantasy in your mind. I mean, what do you think the central portrayal here of the hacker really is?
I think it's someone we can all identify, someone who feels maybe compromised by the society he lives in, what freedoms we have, what our true freedoms are, the privacy we have, and you get to see that from his point of view. I mean, just how much information he can garner sitting at home on his computer, and how much destruction and havoc someone can read for good or, not necessarily altruistic purposes.
Yeah. What do you guys think?
And to what extent did you have to immerse yourself in that culture at all? I mean, do you have to try to, get the credibility in a more personal way?
Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of help with tech advisors and whatnot, but at the same time, Elliot's a lot like all of us. He's kind of disaffected by the way things are going. I mean, a lot the generation I grew up with definitely feels that way. He works at a corporation he doesn't necessarily, I would say, look forward to going to every day. So people, I think, can associate with him on that level. And he's also having a tough time communicating with people, so he hacks into their lives. And I feel like that's how we're communicating these days, is social media. How much are we really learning about one another?
And talking face to face.
Yeah, I read this statistic where, over 50% of young adults would not join social media if they had it back.
It's absolutely a cutting-edge show, and that's our bleeding edge even, Rami. So I've enjoyed watching it. I mean, it's very cool, and it is a little disconcerting at the same time when you start to think about what could unravel, just like what almost unraveled down here on the NYSE, just with a software glitch.
And Rami, how has it changed your own day-to-day life, if at all? I mean, anything from changing passwords more frequently to trying to, use social media less?
Yeah, I mean, I get nervous about even opening up my laptop thinking that someone's peering in. And I don't think that's ludicrous anymore.
Especially not given the role you're playing.
Especially not the role I'm playing. Yeah, I'm discovering the capabilities of what someone can do, just anybody. And that's the fear I think a lot of us are having, is that if we have some type of attack, it's not coming from human warfare. It's going to be a cyber attack.
Yeah.
And it's happening from a guy like Elliot, who has incredible amounts of power just sitting behind a keyboard.